Hello. Cheers, he says with, you know what, this is from a girlfriend from about 5 years ago, if not more. Still got it. Still cry about her every single day. Just kidding. So, here's the deal, guys. Twitch is amazing and YouTube sucks. But I really love YouTube as a platform, as a consumer, and as a creator, but not as a money maker. And I do enjoy Twitch as well, immensely. But there are things you can't do on Twitch because, you know, it's constantly live. But as far as money making goes, Twitch is ridiculous. 5 minutes of Twitch, I can make more money with 2 subs, that's $5, than a video that I've spent all day making, which will make less than $5. So, just giving you some reality there, in case you don't know. So, this video, just to give you some warning, is mainly about me and my future, but it's very, very, very important. If you've liked any of my skits, any of my interviews, any of my streams, any of my podcasts, anything, this is the video. So do stick around because, you know, very soon this could be the end for me. And I don't feel upset about that. I'm very, very proud of everything that I've done. But as a human being, I have to put food on my plate, as it were. And yeah. So anyway, first thing I wanted to do was apologize for not being around this winter. I suffer seasonal depression. And it's been getting worse and worse every single year. So every single winter it's been getting worse and worse and worse. To the point where my hair grows out and my beard grows out. And I don't wash. And I stay in bed for days on end, and I watch anime, and I play Smash. Just kidding, I don't play Smash. Just kidding about that one. But I don't wash. I went a week without washing. What a claim! What a claim! Brilliant, brilliant. So proud of myself. Yeah, no, this last winter was the worst it's ever been. But usually, you know, I used to suffer from full-on depression all year round, but I've figured out a lot of natural ways to keep it at bay. It's hard work, but it works for me. And if anybody wants me to make a video on depression, I'll do it. I've been thinking about doing it for years, but I never really wanted to go there. But the truth is that when I was younger, I didn't know where to turn and where to look, and there wasn't anything useful to read. You know, there just wasn't good information out there. And to this day, it's still hard. Because none of it feels like hard science. None of it feels like it relates to you because we're all very different. So if you do want me to do a video on my experiences, what I do to keep it at bay, I'll gladly do that. Just put a comment down below. Even if it's one person, I'll happily do it for you. If it's going to make a difference for one person, I'll do it for you. Now, end of that section, which was the winter. It's spring now. Spring has sprung. I'm already sunburnt. I got some sun. I've been running a bit, which is pretty wild, actually. I love running. I don't love running, but I love what it does for me, especially for my brain. But I put on 25 pounds over the winter because I was gorging myself with food. So my number one goal, besides what we're going to talk about in a minute, which is my content, my number one goal by the end of summer is to have moved somewhere that's sunny all year round. For my health, it has to happen. I need to be productive I need to be productive 12 months of the year and not just 6. I don't need 6 months of productivity and then 12 months of, you know, my body just collapsing in on itself and my brain and my emotions and everything else. Like, I need to be fully operational 12 months a year. So ideally, I'd like to move to SoCal, either as an influencer or just having a job in marketing or advertising or whatever it is I end up doing. Freaking garbage man. They get paid well, so I hear. But I know that I would be a happier person. I'm pretty happy right now that we've got some sunshine, even though it's actually raining right now. So, I've shared enough about that. So I hope you understand where I've been. Sadly, when you're away from your YouTube channel, it starts to decline, it starts to not show up in people's feeds, etc., etc. So let's talk a little bit about that. So, as a creator, I really do like creating. I do love interviews. I've heard people. I had a lot of comments today on my channel not even speaking properly. I've had some comments today like, where I've missed the interviews, and the truth is, I can't afford to go around and travel and do interviews around the circuit. That was all my own money doing that most of the time. I had GoFundMe's, which were great for expenses, but just the plane and the hotel, not like food or even making a profit, to pay my rent or anything like that. But I am extremely proud of the things that I've contributed to the FGC. If you haven't seen my player interviews, please do go look in that library because they're still relevant. The psychology of those players comes through, and it's really important, I think. So I'm very, very happy with that. If I was hit by a bus tomorrow, I'd be the most proud of anything I've ever done in my life. It's probably the things I've done for the FGC. That may sound small to many of you out there, but that's my life, basically. I did advertising, did really well in advertising, but it didn't feel quite the same for me personally as some of the things I've done for the FGC. So here's the deal. YouTube sucks. Twitch is amazing. Twitch, it's wild. You go on Twitch and you can be making between $250 and $350 per subscription, depending on how big you are as a streamer. You get to play a bunch of games that you enjoy. It is hard work, actually, to be good at it. So I don't really know if I'm good at it. I've never really given it. I've done streaming over the winter, but that was me putting on a brave face, just trying to do something. Now I'm going to spend 2 weeks doing it properly. Long hours each day, every day, trying to figure out how to make my stream better and implementing those changes, hopefully between streams. You get subs, donations, bits. These are all very tangible, and the viewers want to give you this money because they see you, they interact with you, you're there, it feels real. They get the alerts, they get shout outs, they get their name up in lights, but it's very different from YouTube, where you ask someone to join a Patreon or or a GoFundMe, where some people are into that, a lot of people aren't, and the same people that would go subscribe to somebody on Twitch will call you an e-beggar on YouTube if you try a GoFundMe or something just to get something done for the FGC. So yeah, that's the sort of chip on my shoulder that I have. But whatevs. So here's what we're going to do. Here's the plan. I'm going to do 2 weeks of streaming. I'm going to stream whatever I want. I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to see how it goes. I need you guys there. I need you to support me. I need you to give me feedback. And if I can get to partner, which is 75 concurrent viewers over a certain period of time, then fantastic. If I can't, then I don't. It's an experiment, right? I'll upload clips to YouTube and we'll see what happens. But I'll be very much reliant on subs and donations and possibly merchandise and maybe some partnerships. We'll see. In the next 2 weeks, I will do pure interviews. I think I'm going to do recorded interviews rather than live interviews because I think the person on the other side is a little bit more comfortable knowing that if they mess up, so they can speak more freely. If they mess up, that part of it can be deleted by me. But that's hard. Like, I'll be reliant on Patreon and ad revenue. Ad revenue is garbage. I'll be reliant on Patreon mainly, to be honest. But it could get quite big because I would put it on all the different podcasting platforms like Spotify, etc. And then I would do 2 weeks of skits. I can't agree to a skit every single day, but I can certainly agree to be working on a skit every single day. Again, Patreon, ad revenue, possibly merchandise. Throughout those sort of YouTube-y type stuff, when I do have time to turn the stream on, I will. So maybe a mixture of both would work, but this is roughly my 6-week plan. And then at the end of it, I think I need to figure out, is any of that gonna work? Do people want me to be the skit guy? Do people want me to be the interview guy? Because the media for the FGC is almost non-existent. You've got kind of event hubs, but I'm talking about like interviews, on a regular basis across all games. big and small, players who are well-known, players who are not. You know, do people want to see that? And if they do, are they willing to throw $1 into Patreon for it? Because that's all it takes. Is like I've 17,000 followers on YouTube. You know, I don't need $100 from everybody. But yeah, this is it really. This is it for me. So after those, at the end of those 6 weeks, if something feels like, yeah, this is working, this is going somewhere, then I will continue with it. If it's not, then I will just, I think, bring it all to an end. And I'm an all or nothing kind of person. I'll still probably attend events and stuff like that and hang out and play some games or whatever, but content production will probably stop unless I'm feeling a real creative itch. There'll be occasional, but I would just find a regular, go back into a regular career like marketing or advertising, ideally somewhere sunny, because my health comes above absolutely everything. So anyway, guys, if you can help at all in any way, shape, form, or fashion, please do. I just want to say a big thank you for all your support, all the support you've ever given me. It's meant a lot to me. I've got a lot of wonderful memories, and we'll go with this experiment. We'll see what happens. We'll see if anything comes of it. In the meantime, there's going to be a bunch of links below that you can go to. Follow what you can. I'll put stuff like my stream. Put the notifications on. I'll put Patreon. I'll put Twitter. There'll be a schedule up for my stream in a couple of days, probably on Twitter. And I can't think of what else. There'll be links. God damn it! Just make sure you press on all of them and subscribe to all of them and follow all of them. Turn all the notifications on and ding the bells and all that stuff. What a brilliant creator I am. See, that's all you got to do. You just got to say, hit the like button. Thumbs up. Let's go. Anyway, see you soon. Bye. Lovely jubbly.